In Miyazaki, on the southern tip of Japan, they are not looking for votes to shape the future. The maglev train has dispensed with wheels and rails altogether. Magnets lift and move it at speeds of up to 400 kilometers an hour. Whether the maglev train has a future will be determined by the same factors that decided the fate of Argentina's railways and the Los Angeles red cars and every other train system around the world. In the next century, more people are expected to move into cities. The struggle to solve transport problems will highlight a central dilemma of democracy and the free market. How to balance individual choice and the public good, and how to encourage private or public investment with no prospects of immediate profit. In Los Angeles, motorists like Gerald Silver have made their individual choice and are content to live with the consequences, even if many of their fellow citizens are not.
One of the great things about the automobile is it's a personalized transportation capital. You have your own stereo system, your own tape decks. You can have your cup of coffee. If you feel like, if you spill your coffee, it's your car, who cares? And so I think there is certain of the kind of the Lone Ranger attitude in the automobile, all right. The problem is the Lone Ranger attitude is something for the high prairies. It doesn't fit very well in the megacities we're going to all live in the future.
The passengers on the Tokyo commuter trains have also made their choice and will continue to pay the price for generations to come in their taxis.
If you look at Shinjuku Station each morning with its millions of people passing through there, you see extremely close coordination, some sacrifice of individual comfort, but the overall welfare of the system by what people put up in the railroad network. If you contrast the Japanese trains with the American freeways, with their big, luxurious cars, you see a contrast between individual sacrifice for the collective good versus individual comfort at the cost of some collective chaos.
When the railways first appeared, their benefits were clear and immediate. It was a golden age. Building for the future was simpler. But however appealing, we may not be able to recreate the past.
There's a kind of romanticism associated with our past, and we all love our railways and wish we still had them, and we're trying now to reconstruct them. But I think we'll soon see that the cost of doing so is very, very high, and the effect of doing so on traffic congestion will be very, very small.
There are some activities, education and transportation being two of them, which have enormous long-run effects, and it's worth investing, even though they don't make narrow economic sense. For example, suppose I was a hard-nosed capitalist mother and father thinking about sending my children to 16 years' worth of education. That is a lousy investment that no capitalist would ever make. With 16 years with no returns, there isn't any way that could pay off. On the other hand, having an educated citizenry clearly does pay off for every society. And the same thing's true on a good transportation system. If you look at it at any moment in time and judge it in very narrow criteria, it probably doesn't make sense. We never would have built the interstate highway system under that kind of criteria. On the other hand, in the long run, it does. And of course, it goes right back to why the Roman Empire built roads. It's the thing that holds us together, the transportation system.